What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shimmer Fantasy Battle Report's got another battle report for you today. It's the Wicked GT round number 5, guys. What is going on? It's your boy James here, and yeah, I know I kind of dragged on getting this last battle report out in about a week and 2 days time from me recording this video, not probably me posting it, but I will be heading to Amsterdam for the ETC 2023. Guys, I'm enjoying this stretch before ETC. I've been playing a lot of games on Universal Battle. Um, I've been having a good time with it. In the meantime, though, I am going to go ahead and finish this wicked battle report. So let's go over that real quick. My tourneys, the Wicked GT. So at the end of round number 4, Neil's running away with the tournament. Neil's already played most of the people at the top, so he doesn't even have to fight them. He has to fight, I think it's Cody for the last round. I want to say it was Cody. If not Cody, it was Derek. I forgot who we fought the last round, to be fair. I ended up getting a big win against CJ, pushed me back up to the top 10. I am fighting, I thought I was going to fight Euron, right? But the way it works is, just say Neil's fighting Cody, Derek's fighting Joel, Pablo's fighting Jeff Durham. It would be O'Brien fighting me, but O'Brien and me already fought round 2, so O'Brien would have to fight the next person, which is Euron, and I would take the person underneath that, which is Sigbjorn. Now, Sigbjorn is a person who came from Norway. I've actually played him twice before. Was it twice? Might have been once before. I don't remember. Was it twice? I think it was twice. Shit, I'm forgetting. I'm mixing up my games, to be fair. We fought once at the ESC back in 2019, and I believe he won that game. I want to say he won that game. I don't recall. I would have to look back at the battle report. I'm not even going to bother looking back at the battle report, to be fair. But he came all the way from Norway. He came out here for work. He texted me before the event saying, hey, I noticed that the rounds were only 2.5 hours. Is that a typo? And I was like, I didn't even fucking notice that until I got there. Jesus Christ. These rounds are fast, by the way. These rounds are so fast that we don't get to finish all our games. Some of the games do drag on. And I'm going to give you guys a heads up. This game specifically, we didn't even finish our turns within the time slot, but they allowed us to go over because they were collecting data and they were cleaning tables, yada yada yada. So they allowed us to play a little bit longer, and we still kind of cut it short, to be fair. We were at lunch, and this is the third time this has happened, or second time this has happened with Norway specifically, where we're at lunch and we find out we're fighting each other. And coincidentally, it was McDonald's both times. I was having McDonald's with Team Norway. We were talking strategies about whatever happened in Poland game, and then all of a sudden we found out we're fighting each other. And Herman and I looked at me and he goes, "Do you want me to turn around and go on this table?" That's how you sound, Herm, by the way. Anyways, so we're at lunch and Sigbjorn's like, "Yo, like, oh shit, I'm fighting you," and he's like, "Son of a bitch." So I asked Euron, who was also at lunch with us, and I said, "Euron, how do I play this guy?" Anyways, let's go over his list. Let's go over what he has. Alright, so we'll start off with he has a Tego veteran on an Alpha Carnosaur. I fucking hate Alpha Carnosaurs. I fucking hate them with a passion. Alright, he has a Slan with Alchemy. He has a Skink veteran with a magnetic shortbow and infiltrator's dart. I actually didn't know about that guy till later in the game. He has 29 Tegu warriors with 2 mentors. He has another 37 skink warriors with 3 mentors. Then he has 8 raptors, 5 ramphidons, 9 gorilla skinks. Then he has 2 stygosaurs and another carnosaur. He will put that other carnosaur in the other unit of raptors. Alright, let's go over how the game goes. Magic, he ended up, or this is me. Magic, I ended up taking a fireball, Pyroflow, Flaming Swords, and the Hereditary for rerolls to hit. I also got Awaken the Beasts. Alright, as for his magic, if you guys have played the new Lizardmen, the Lizardmen have so many goddamn spells. They're enclaves, they're fucking champions all cast spells. Everybody fucking has spells. So he has Silver Spike, he has Golden Glory of Gold, he has Quicksilver Lash, he has Entwining Roots, he has Waken the Beast, Pyro Flow, Flaming Swords, and Swarm of Insects. Okay. As for deployment, oh man, I don't even remember how did we play round 5. Let's find out. Round 5 was counter thrust and capture the flags. Kind of makes sense for the zigzag patterns, to be fair. All right. So I go ahead, and this is actually turn one, Orcs and Goblins, and my deployment, turn one. So I ended up dropping for first. What ended up happening was on the left, you could barely make them out on the left side of the screen, is my Boar Boy Ed Bashers, my mounted Ed Bashers, excuse me. Um, I put the K-Pack next to them. I put Ruckus up there. I think Ruckus was one of the first ones I dropped over the Boar Chariot. The Boar Chariot's over on the right side. Koopa was off on the right side, and then I had the Savages Trolls and the BGKs in the center with my General, obviously. I got my 20 Goblins chilling in the back there, and it was just to kind of shoot things that were coming around. I think he dropped his 2 Ramphidon Riders to create the zone control, so I figured I would just shoot one, and then we'll see how that goes. Anyways, turn one, I go ahead and I move my Koopa off to the right. Now I did this so because those guys are frenzied, but the way I position Koopa, he's going to get a front charge, but he might get only 2 guys in, so I don't really care if he charges into Koopa. They don't have that many attacks if I'm only fighting 2. If I'm fighting all 5, that's a bigger issue, right? So that's kind of a fun thing to do with Koopa. Over in the center, I put the Trolls up. I kind of move the Trolls aggressively up, and this is something that's going to be kind of an issue with my list in general, is I keep doing that. Now, I go ahead and I put the Grotlings up. They scouted, they vanguarded, and I moved them up towards his Alpha Carnosaur. I don't actually block his Alpha entirely or his Stygosaurs. This was a dumb move by me. I think I like to move him up. I like to block his charges, but I think it does block the Alpha from the Trolls, which is one thing, but it doesn't really block him from getting out. Okay, and I think what happened was I think I failed my March check. That's what it was. I think I failed my March check because his Ramphidon Riders were so close. So that's what ended up happening after the Vanguard. All right. Magic, I end up getting an Awaken the Beast onto Koopa. Now he's wounding me on 5s. This really doesn't want to be failed the frenzy on this Koopa. Over here shooting. I'm going to go shoot into some skinks. I only kill off a couple skinks. Not a big deal, but it was what was available to shoot at. By the way, I love Sigbjorn's army. I love the flavorful of it. I love the colors of it. There's just bright colors everywhere. I love the dinosaurs. The army is just kicking ass. All right, turn one, Saurian Ancient. Saurian Ancient, turn one. He charges his skinks into the Grotlings. Now this does get into an issue where he has to wheel, get in, can't close the door proper. I have to close the door, so I end up getting like a funky turn like so, which chaffs his Stygosaur actually pretty well. The Alpha is gonna go ahead and run out and do whatever the fuck the Alpha does. You can see the Stygosaurs are just kind of shuffling to the side. These guys did pass their fucking frenzy checks. Stupid fucking frenzy, and he just kind of moves to the side of Koopa. Doesn't really give a flying fuck. Doesn't give a flying fuck on what's going on over here. And this is how the table looks. Now he doesn't move his other Ramphidon Riders up. He does move his Camo Skinks to shoot into Ruckus. The Raptors on the left with the other Carnosaur, they are kind of having this like standoff. They don't want to move forward. He knows. Excuse me. He knows for a fact that I will just charge him with the K-Pack and pop whatever the fuck I can. So that is something that's kind of negating him from moving forward at the moment. Magic, he gets 7 of the flux, goes ahead and does Pyro Flow onto these guys. He ends up killing off one of them. Skinks shoot into the Ruckus, does 1 wound, and then over here he ends up killing off my Grots. He will reform. It's going to start off turn 2. Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. I'm going to call out the Wog in 3 seconds. On 3, 2, 1. Wog! I'm going to Wog, and not only am I going to charge. So first of all, on the left, I charged the K-Pack towards those I think I charged him into the Camo Skinks first. He fled. So he went behind his unit. Redirect, past the redirect, and I'm going to go into the Ramphidon Riders. Now the Trolls are charging that unit of... originally they were charging the unit of Skinks. He decided he was going to flee. When he fled, he actually fled off the table with the Skinks. Okay? But he was like, oh, no, I thought I had enough room. We had this argument about the room, the spacing. So when he said, okay, well, I'm going to just take the charge full on. I said, okay, fine. Then I charged the Savages in, too. When I charged the Savages, then he fled, and he fled in a different diagonal, which he would have stayed on the table. That's my mistake. Actually, I think it was when Zod went in. I think he stuck for the Trolls and the Savages, and I think when I went for Zod, he was like, aha, I flee now. I'm like, fuck. God, I got greedy. I got too fucking greedy. That's about it. I charge the K-Pack to the Ramphidon riders. The Boar Boy stay put. I think Cooper stay put. Oh, and the chariot, my little singular chariot, the Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher's ready. Bone Crusher goes in and pops into the Ramphidons over here. I am totally okay. Are they even Ramphidons? Am I saying the right dinosaur? Am I? It's pterodactyl. Let's see. It is Ramphidons. Yes, it is. So he pops into them. I don't give a flying fuck because he is only going to. He's not steadfast. He's just going to die to a chariot. Yeah. So that's how the table looks. Ruckus goes into this unit up here by himself. The trolls failed the charge. Trolls only needed like a 7, I think it was, but I failed it. So that is a very dangerous and probably dead Ruckus. I wanted Ruckus in this fight with the trolls. That would have been fine and great. But the other way around, it's just going to be a dead Ruckus, unfortunately. They do have Cayman Elders with them, or Mentors. That's going to suck. Coop is going to go stay over here, babysit this fucking Alpha Carnosaur. Savages fail the charge, Zod fails the charge, and the Trolls fail the charge. The K-Pack, which is the most needed charge here, failed the charge. They needed a 9. They fail it. They stumble forward, and now he has a counter charge pretty easy towards my units. Magic, I gotta Awaken the Beast off, but I rolled triple sixes on this. Triple sixes on it. So the chariot's gonna be ramming on strength 6. But Koopa takes a wound from the miscast. Yeah. I popped the shit out of that fucking unit. I told you I was gonna. They ended up doing 2 wounds to me, but I just destroyed them, and that's just fucking awesome. I really do like this unit. I didn't bring it in my ETC list, but maybe in the future. Maybe I got some, I'm working on whatever I could bring in the 9th Age army. I'm not going to go into this huge deal. I actually was just talking to Hermanard about 10 minutes ago about how bad the new Orc and Goblin book is going. I feel, and I'm not going to go into a huge deal. I'm just going to make a blurb about this. You guys can make comments in the comment section, of course. But I feel like it's missing flavor. I feel like there's a lot, and I'll make a video on it specifically, but I feel like there's a lot of things you could add into the Orcs specifically to create clans or different ways to play the same unit, more or less. And just for an example, like the Terracotta Army for the Undying Dynasties has a different set of rules, has a different toughness, has a different whatever, but it's the same fucking models. You know what I mean? Anyways, over here we got Ruckus. Ruckus only takes 3 wounds, but he ends up just beating the shit out of, I think, like 7 dudes or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. Charge, I stick there. I don't even think he does have rerolls to hit with the prey scent, but I don't even know if they have the prey scent or it just has to be the Ramphidons. But whatever. He ends up killing up a bunch of his Tegu warriors, but the Tegu warriors just kind of hold on a steadfast. And yeah, turn 2. Saurian Ancient's turn 2. Charges his Stygisaurs into the Trolls. Luckily, the Trolls failed where they're still in the front, so he's going to charge into the front of the Trolls. His Alpha, he's trying an 11 fucking charge. An 11 charge into Koopa. Okay? I stand and shoot. I don't get a single wound. He charges his Raptors into my K-Pack. K-Pack fled. The Ramphidons are going into the flank of Ruckus, which kind of just sucks for me, but that's what it is. Alright? And this motherfucker makes it! Koopa, you fat bastard. By the way, I actually upgraded Koopa's model on the top. You can see he's a fatter goblin on top now. That's the new Avatar of War. Actually, their updated Avatar Goblin King, which is really fucking funny because it's just still Koopa. It's still the same model. It's the same everything. It's just the more updated model. Anyways, so he gets in here. Son of a bitch. I do have Awaken the Beast up. So maybe if I have Awaken the Beast up, he's wounding me on 5s. He won't get all those multi-wounds. We'll see what happens, right? Over here, blah, blah, blah. He gets in with the Stygios. He gets in with the Ramphidons. Magic, he gets a 1 on the Flux. I don't even know what happened in Magic, but he just kills Ruckus. These guys are free to go and do whatever they want to fucking do. God damn it. Over here, the Stygisaurs whiff on the Trolls. Whiff. Trolls, I just straight up decided I'm going to just puke because these guys, I thought these guys were like a 2-up or 3-up armor. I was thinking these guys were the Thyroskidises. That's what I thought they were. I thought they were the Thyroskidis. So I was like, oh man, that's going to be a lot of armor to go through. So I decided just to puke. So I puke. and I end up killing off one of the fucking Stitchiosaur straight up. He did kill one of my trolls, but I'm like, all right, this is a good trade. All right, this is a good trade. I'm going to try. Now this guy is, yeah, this guy is the BSB, the Koru Stone. So actually, I think I just killed the BSB. I think I have to. It should be just the champion left. The BSB just died. All right, over here, fucking bullshit, fucking bullshit. This guy. Okay, first of all, I'm having like that memory flashback of the dice roll. He rolls to hit. He has whatever. He has Prey Scent. I think he gets re-rolls to hit. I don't know what he gets, right? But he goes and he tells me, "Oh, they all wound. He's dead." And I don't remember if he was counting it the fact that I was tough or I had awakened the beast up the scarification. I don't remember. But I swung first, by the way. And swinging first, I needed to do, a couple wounds to actually give a damn. I think I might have done a wound or two to this guy. Just a wound or two. And he just destroys Koopa. Destroys fucking Koopa. That's some bullshit. Now, granted, he only needed 3 wounds, 3 fives to fucking kill me. Because he's multi-wounder. Was it 3? No, I need 4. Whatever. Alright. I did 2 wounds. You can see he has 2 rubber bands on his little horn there. Let's go start off turn 3, Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins turn 3, my Bone Crusher decides to just scoot back, just get out of the line of sight of the Alpha. My Goblins rank up so they could kind of hold the charge from the Alpha if he comes in. But as you can see, I gave him a wide berth. He has that right side. Now, my Goblin Chariots don't ever fucking rally. These fucking assholes decide to run off the table. My Force Goblins, to stay in range to shoot, I have to go really thin and wide, but I don't want to get away from the trolls where the trolls are going to fail their BSB rolls. So the trolls are staying there. I'm going to try to shoot his Ramphidon Riders. It looks like I might have killed one Ramphidon Rider, but whatever. Magic get a Flaming Swords off, kill off some. Well, I actually only do 1 wound onto the Ramphidon Riders. Over here, the Trolls puke. They do 3 wounds onto this guy, but he ends up doing a wound to me, and that's about it. It's going to start off turn 3. Saurian Ancients turn 3. His Raptors, I think, are trying to charge into my Boars. They fail that charge. Or I think they just pushed the Chariots off. I'm not sure. His Ramphidons are going to charge into my Trolls. That's going to happen. And then both his Tegus and his Skinks are going to charge into the Feral Orcs. Okay? It does look like I killed one more Ramphidon, by the way. Anyways. His Skinks fail to charge. The Tegus go in alone. They lose a couple into the ruins. They do take dangerous terrains, but they get through. Boom, like that. Skinks are back, and that's how the table looks. Magic got a 6 on the flux, goes ahead and does Awaken the Beast. This is actually a pretty rough turn for me. I end up going ahead and this is just combat. I don't think there was really much in shooting. In combat, I end up killing off 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 Tegu warriors. 9. Okay, but he goes back and he kills off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as well. Okay, so he has 9 a charge. We both have banners, but I think he has like 1 more rank than me. Okay, he's winning by like 1. Okay, he's not even winning that far. I don't even think he has another rank on me because look, I have 2 ranks, and it looks like he has 2 ranks with his fucking Enclave, right? I fail the roll by the 1. The 1 difference. I fail the fucking roll. If my Feral Orcs would have stayed there for that next turn, I would destroy this unit. Destroy this unit. There's not much left in his unit. I mean, he has the 2 Caimans and the Slan, but that's it. These Tegu Warriors weren't much of a match. I did 9 wounds to him, he did 9 wounds to me. Most of his wounds came from his Caiman. Ah, shit, they run. He chases forward, but he doesn't catch them. But they run all the way through the Goblins. They run to the edge of the table. They will come back at the end of the game. I'll show you that because it is flag scenario. But he basically runs in front of Zod, and Zod has a choice to make. Now, turn 4, Orcs and Goblins. Now, as you can see, the Trolls still stuck around. The Trolls ended up killing off the last wound on the Stygiosaur. They're stuck fighting these Ramphidons now, right? My choice was if I charge Zod in, Zod is going to have the issue of him holding a steadfast and then his alpha coming in killing Zod. I really can't afford to do that, right? So I decide just to move everybody out of line of sight. I move them all out of line of sight. He can't. I did rally the savages, and if I leave the goblins there and he charges the goblins, goblins can flee, and I'll be fine on the other side of the table, right? The Bone Crusher's still watching the Alpha, so they're kind of looking in the same direction, like, hey, buddy, you gonna go? No, you go. You first. No, you first. No, honestly, you could go. Oh, okay, but you know what? After you. And so they're just kind of having that conversation over there. The veterans, the Tegu veterans, are. I'm more scared of them then than I am now, obviously, knowing what they do now. But it's one of those things that I wasn't used to playing lizards, so I don't know what they could do. I don't know their full output. I thought maybe I got lucky, maybe I rolled enough ward saves. I don't know, right? But hopefully the trolls are continuing to hold. Let's go into magic. Magic I end up doing. It looks like I just start poking wounds with the fire. I do pyromancy into these guys. I do fireball, pyroflow, shoot into them. I end up killing off. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. I end up killing off about 4 guys total in the pyromancy stage. End up shooting into them, killing off another one. I end up killing another 2 where I'm making the Cayman's mentors come forward. I actually think that is a... Yeah, they're mentors with great weapons. Okay, so he ended up coming forward because I'm killing off the back rows enough where now he's has to. Over here, I end up killing off another one of these Ramphadon Riders. Ramphadon Riders are actually whiffing against me. It's going to start off turn 4, Saurian Ancient. Saurian Ancient's turn 4. He doesn't take the charge. Actually, I take it back. He charges his Carnosaur into my goblins. He is going to fail that charge. I do pass the terror check. He ends up backing up his veterans now into a situation where he could countercharge the trolls. You can see the trolls are kind of just stuck fighting those ramps. All right. Magic gets a 3 on the flux, goes ahead and he puts up Glory of the Gold. Now, this one I try to stop. This one I try to, like, 5 dice stop it, or I think it was either this or Flaming Swords. I couldn't stop them both. So he does get Glory of Gold off. This does suck. Over here, I do charge into his Raptors. Raptors did move forward, like, I don't really care about you anymore. So I charge in. Now I have 9 Boar Boys. We'll see how that goes. Over here, I charge both Zod and my Bone Crusher into the flank here. My goal here is to kill enough where he doesn't have a rank and hopefully just pop the unit, right? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. Yeah. And then that's how it goes. Turn. Let's see. Magic. Let's see. I think I skipped. I think I skipped after he degloried the gold. We ended up just holding him for a round. He ended up killing off a troll or 2, and then it was my turn, Orcs and Goblins' turn, whatever turn this was, 5. And like I said, this actually kind of happened. These pictures happened this fast because we ran out of time in the game. But I'm continuing to try to take pictures and move forward with it. I'm sorry about that. It's a little messy there. Alright, so as you can see, there's only 1 troll left. The Glory of the Gold did fuck me up. He has rerolls to wound against me, so it's really fucking me up. It's really fucking me up. I only have 1 troll left against the 1 guy. I charged in. Over here, I end up killing off 3 raptors. He ends up killing off 3 of my guys, and then he ends up... I think this is just the guy on top of the Carnosaur. Carnosaur goes and kills off majority of the fucking unit. There's only 2 guys left. I fucking flee like a little bitch, and he's gonna chase me down. That was just stupid. That was just stupid. I should have just avoided this fucking fight entirely, because this was just a stupid fight. There was no way in hell I could handle Alpha Carnosaur. The fucking boar... I really, really, really wanted these Mounted Edbashers to do something, but they just don't have it. They just don't. They lost to a pack of dogs and an Alpha Carnosaur. And really, it was just the Alpha Carnosaur. I probably had a better chance of just popping the Alpha Carnosaur with all my Strength 7 attacks, but I literally just couldn't do it. Over here, this went way better than I thought. This went way better than I thought. Now, he is going to have to... I pop into the veterans, kill the veterans. I think he challenged with his champ, one of his mentors, and my general destroys that guy. Destroys him, right? So now he has 1 rank. He has to reform where it's basically 1 rank touching Zod, right? But he is still steadfast. The troll is going at it with this ramp. I think the troll loses eventually to the ramp with flaming swords. These guys over here, this is Saurian Ancients, turn whatever the fucking number says. He's going to charge these guys off the table. He's going to get my flag there. He charges here into my Bone Crusher with his Alpha. He's going to get in. Gets in. Magic gets a 2 on the Flux, goes ahead, and he puts up Flaming Swords onto this unit. And then he ends up putting Glory of Gold. I don't remember why I didn't stop this, or if I tried to stop it and it just didn't work. I don't really remember. Over here, he ends up killing off my Troll. And what ended up happening was, I don't really have a picture until the following picture, but the Alpha kills Bone Crusher, but Bone Crusher only had like 1 or 2 wounds left. Zod fucks the unit up, and I mean fucks the unit up. I killed both guys. I did about 5 wounds or something like that, or if these are mentors, I think they have 4 wounds apiece. I don't remember. I think I did like 5 or 6 wounds to these guys though. So he had a charge, but I think the charge gets negated because the unit's no longer in combat because it's dead. And 2 wounds. I did 6 wounds. Or 5. And he runs. He runs. Zod chases it and hits into the next unit up there. You can see the Alpha is looking this way. Zod's looking that way. Zod just zooms past him. Zoom, zoom. Into that unit up there. His 2 guys did live, and they're going to run back there. I think I need to kill that last Cayman Mentor to get the objective away from him. Because right now he has... I killed the Stygiasaurus. He's killed my Boar Boys. If I could kill the Alpha, I'll get that objective, right? So, turn 6. Again, this is a fast turn. I'm going to try to recall it. Zod charges into these guys, right? We decide not to roll it out. We decide that Zod will probably do max wounds. He's going to challenge out with the champ. His guy, I want to say the guy rallies back there. But what ends up happening here is he challenges with the champ. He passes the steadfast check. Okay. These guys will shoot into his Ramphadon. The Ramphadon will die. I will keep them out of line of sight of his big O Alpha. Okay, so now it's his turn 6. His turn 6, his Alpha charges into my Feral Orcs. Now, it's a far charge again. He probably needs like a 10, okay? Motherfucker makes it, okay? Like I said, these guys rallied. Over here, I had the opportunity to just challenge and try to hold the 7 steadfast. Try. The truth is he has, it's turn 6. Okay? It's the last game. If I fail a steadfast check, which is very possible, I'm just going to lose. You know, so let me just try to go out swinging. This guy has like 4 wounds left, I think. I'm going to just try it with all my luck, with all the savages. So I go ahead and I hit him. I hit him for like fucking 4 or 5 wounds, right? I swear to God, like 4 or 5 wounds. I'm like, yes! I got this motherfucker, right? He has a 3-up armor. He makes 3 of them. I want to say he was left with 1 or 2 wounds left. I want to say it was 1 wound left, to be fair. Okay? I want to say that. It's been about a month or so since Wicked. Probably a little bit longer than a month. But he lives with 1 wound left. Now, he does kill a bunch of my Orcs. He's going to Thunderstomp me. He's going to kill more. I lose combat. But if I would have done that 1 more fucking wound, it would be a different game. But what ends up happening here, though, is because I lost combat, I'm still steadfast. I still fail a 7. They run off the table. He chases this way. The motherfucker has 1 wound remaining. Okay? The importance of that, I'm going to go back here. The importance of that is, my general, we rolled another roll. I killed the skink guy that's in the unit. I didn't even know he was there, and he's like, oh, I would challenge with him and then try to roll it. I'm like, go ahead, I would kill him. Let's do it. We rolled it. I would kill him. He fails his steadfast. I catch that unit, but the other unit lived because he rallied. So, he's killed my Ferals and my Boar Boys. I killed his Skinks and his Stygiasaurs. It's a tie on the objective. If my savages killed this guy, he's worth 755 points. Plus the fact that my Savage would be alive, which are about 17 or 700 points. Plus the fact that I wouldn't have lost the objective. That was like 1,700 points plus the objective or something stupid. That is retarded. One fucking wound on this guy. One more fucking wound on this guy. And I would have had an easy, like, I don't know, 17-3 or something like that. But this guy lived, and we ended up tying. We ended up tying. He ended up killing 3,000 of mine. I ended up killing 2,900 of his. And that was the game. It's a 10-10 draw. All right, let's hear what he has to say.
All right, I just fought Sigbjorn. I was going to say CJ.
I did.
All right. How'd you do, man?
Tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we actually were at lunch together when we found out we were playing each other. Yeah, so I got him on round 5. What do you? They hear from me all the time. What's your perspective on the game?
Well, I think I have a decent matchup. If I play cool, I should be able to win it. I took the gamble against Cuba with the alpha. That paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you suffer from the K-pack failing, and Lucas going in early by himself.
Yeah.
So then you're sort of like fighting uphill.
Yeah. Well, if I didn't flee the K-pack, right, when you charged, you were going to overrun into my Borbo. So
Cleaned up that entire flank. So,
yeah, it was
it was right move.
What was I going to tell you? I also thought, just on my own perspective, that you would have been more deadly just doing the magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to, but I was caught up in traffic jam. Turn
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah, Ruckus. Because Ruckus.
Yeah. Ruckus. Yeah. The plan was to like, snipe your lord with magic, and then I could clean up stuff afterwards, but it didn't happen.
Well, we both got decent scores.
Yeah.
Well, yours is going down minus 10.
Yeah.
You want to tell the world why?
Because I made a fumble on this list mission, except for the 10-point deficit. But okay.
He actually requested for it. They said, "Nah, it's cool, just change it." And he was like, "No, I want it."
No, I said I can accept the 10-point penalty to get it, because that's what I normally do back
And
home in
that's
Norway.
fair. I get that. I understand that. Yeah, you know.
And Robert said he wouldn't let me get it if I didn't to begin with. I figured I'd lose more than 10 points without the BSB in his army.
Yeah. That killed BSB. Okay.
Until he killed BSB. Yep.
All right, man. Thanks for the game, man.
Thank you.
It was good to see you.
See
It was
you
good to
in
play you too.
See you in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I'll see you in Amsterdam. Not Kansas.
All right. So let's go over how the tournament went. Let's go over basically the wieners. So round 5 goes to Neil. Ended up winning the whole goddamn thing. Okay. Neil got 77 points. He only had one draw against Joe Flint. Derek Wiswell, which I've only met that day, he actually got 2nd place. Pablo got 3rd place, and Joe Flint got 4th place. Now, there's something that I want to bring up in this video that I think is kind of needed. The new recruit, you could see right now, you can see the battle points, you can see the objective, you can see the VP differences, you can see the win, the losses. People look at this and they get hyper focused on how do I get to the best win-loss ratio, the best battle points, whatever. There's something in here. I ended up in 9th place, by the way. I ended up in 9th place. But there's something that's not posted in here that makes a big difference. And I'm going to bring this up now. Was this tournament actually had paint and sportsmanship. Paint and sportsmanship actually matters so much to the Navarez brothers that it won one of them a first place. I think it was in NashCon or something like that, or Red River Rumble, right? Because he won by sportsmanship by 1 point, okay? But you don't see it here. When it comes down to looking up the scores, looking up the ELO scores on the No Recruit, you're never going to see who placed well because of sportsmanship or paint, okay? And the reason I bring that up, and I know it's a little skewed of a subject because I always win best paint most of the places I go to, but the reason why it brings this up is because it rewards people who don't paint their armies. It rewards people to see their name higher up on the list who never paint their fucking army. Okay? And I think that's a detriment to the tournaments and to the players. I went up to the Navarreses, I think it was Rob, and I asked, do we have the scores with the paint and with the sportsmanship? Can we see what we actually finished at that's not posted on New Recruit? And you want to know how much of a difference it was? It pushed me from ninth place to third place. That's how big of a swing it was. I actually got third place overall with paint and sportsmanship. But he did not put it on the recruit. He gave it to us in an email. Anyways, that's my little gripe about that. I feel like we should be promoting the actual hobby, right? Of painting and playing and having good time. Outside of that, all right, let's go over my list real quick. Let me see if I can find the page here. In last place was my Grotlings. They were 12th place. They ended up getting 68 points, which is way more than I expected out of them. The Green Guard ended up getting 11th place, which is kind of where they should be. They ended up killing points every round, except for O'Brien's game. Boar Boys did shite, and I mean shite. Boar Boys got a grand total of 470 points. Shite. K-Pack did shite as well, and the K-Pack ended up taking 989 points for ninth place. K-Pack, unfortunately, is not coming to ETC because of this reason. They just did not perform here. You know who did perform was the Bone Crusher himself. Bone Crusher got 8th place for 1,100 points. He ended up getting more points than the K-Pack. I think it's due to his versatility, his small claims and victories. You know what I mean? Small units that he would just hit. I would have loved to bring him, but I just couldn't justify the points. Ruckus got 7th place for 1,500 points. Ruckus did wonderful. Those are the two units I wish I would have brought in my ETC list, but I did not bring them. The BGKs took 6th place. The BGKs I expect to do a little bit more when I have more focused matches. The Trolls ended up getting 5th place. And again, in my ETC list, I ended up taking a bigger unit of Trolls. That's something that's you're gonna see. I ended up taking a big unit of Stone Trolls. Baxter the Pyromaniac taking 4th place, 2,400 points. The Feral Orc Ed Bashers. The Biggins, the Foot Clan. The Foot Clan ended up taking 3rd place, 4,050 points. I actually, after this game, I revamped my list to not have Feral Biggins, but regular Biggins. Played with them for about a month, and then I decided, am I stupid? I'm taking them as Feral Biggins again. And I took them as Feral Biggins. The big difference is the Fearless. The big difference is the Battle Focus. The big difference is being able to get in a grind and fight. The Ferals do it way better. So they ended up taking 4,000 points. And I tried to justify taking another rank of them, but I just couldn't. General Zod took 2nd place, actually. He was beat by 17 points for 1st place. 17-point difference. Zod ended up taking 2,100 points in CJ's game, 1,300 points in Sigbjorn's game. Zod almost took more if he would have caught the unit with the General and the Slan, but he didn't. And 1st place goes to the big fat man, King Koopa. King Koopa ended up taking 1st place. Guys, that was it. That was my game. I'm excited to get to Amsterdam. I have a team of studs coming this year. This is going to be a good year for Mexico. And if not, this is going to still be a fun year for Mexico. We have T-Bulk coming back. We have Lucas and Gonzalo coming back. We have Johnny, who is a new recruit for Team Mexico. We also have Full Stack 3D, who is also a new recruit for Team Mexico, and then me, my brother, and Chummer. Guys, if you guys like the content I put up here, please leave a like and a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Guys, besides that, I'm trying to think of what else I had to say. I think I had a whole conversation. I don't know if I said it in this battle report before. This is actually the second time I recorded this, but I recorded it so long ago that I feel a lot of it was null and void by the time it would have got out. Yeah, so while I was editing this video, I realized I did talk about this in another video that I just posted up. So anyways, that being said, this, last year we placed in ETC 8th place. My goal is to get us even higher than that this year, and hopefully we can. We have a great team to do so. Besides that, guys, that's all I really have for today, man. I did good on Wicked. I did okay on Wicked, and it was kind of getting me back into the juices flowing, and I've been playing a hell of a lot of UB. But guys, that's about it for today. Take care and peace, and don't forget